Hello, everyone, and
Hi everyone, this is. Oh, go ahead, Tyler.
welcome to the Drugs and Alcohol Issues in Teens podcast from me, Tyler Frost, and Matthew Schmelz.
That's me.
All right, Matt, do you want to start it off with some questions?
Sure. One of the biggest questions that people have these days is why do teens and young adults use these substances, and like what drives them to do it? And I'm wondering, what do you think about that, Tyler?
That's a really good question, Matt, because there's many reasons of why teens actually use these substances. Some of the reason is just they have nothing else to do and they're just exploring new things in the life because they're so young they don't know what's right and what's wrong yet. Another thing is it's a big thing is peer pressure. Like when you're hanging out with your friends, like and they're all like smoking or drinking or something. Do they and they offer you like a drink? Are you gonna take it or you're not gonna take it? Like, because if you don't take it, then they could see you as less of a friend. So that's one of the reasons why.
Peer pressure
Um,
is definitely a drive for use. I know a friend that he was never really comfortable with it, but he just kind of kept getting pushed and pushed into it, drinking and all that kind of stuff. And eventually he gave in, and I don't think he's doing too well anymore. It was a while ago. I haven't talked to him in a bit because I don't have his phone number anymore.
oh,
How about you? Have you known anyone that's kind of gone
uh,
down the wrong path?
yeah, I know some people. One of the guys I used to work with at work, um, he was treated bad at work by the management, and because of that, he resorted to drinking, and now he's an alcoholic, and he's in rehab now. So, and he lost his job, he lost his girlfriend, I think. So yeah, it really, really ruins your life once you start down a path that you know you can't get back.
It's good that he's in rehab though. Positives. But no, that really sucks.
Yeah.
Really sucks. But I'm trying to find why would how do you think kids how can I word this? You can cut this out, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Just making sure. um how do you think we can help kids find, or how can we help kids like moderate if we can't stop?
So what you're
um,
saying is if you can't stop kids from drinking, how can we moderate it?
yes, like how can we teach kids moderation instead of being addicted to it?
I think we can kind of do what they do in Europe. Not get rid of the drinking age. I think there still should be a drinking age and should be illegal for teens to drink. But I think if I think like obviously if you're in a house and your parent allows you to drink, you're legally allowed to drink underage. If, I don't know if some people know that or not, that you're allowed to drink if your parents give you permission in your on your property in your house. Um, so yeah, so like if you grow up like occasionally like oh having a glass of wine for dinner or having a beer occasionally that
Yeah,
and then finally when you finally become 21, you won't have as much of an urge to drink because you've already been exposed to drinking before. You've already has tasted beer. You know what your limit is, and you
I
know
think that
what's going to mess you up.
yeah, and I think knowing your limit is really important because when I went on the cruise this year, the drinking age in international waters is 18.
Mm,
And I have a friend that was 19 and he just went into college and he was a partier. He started, well, to be honest, he was just went completely overboard. He started drinking at 7:30 a.m. and
Jeez.
he didn't stop until 3 a.m. the next day. And he almost
How drunk was he?
he he
Alright, sorry about that, guys. We had some technical difficulties on my end because I'm recording it, and I think my recording software cut out and it stopped recording. But we're back. That's all that matters now.
yep.
So, Matt, you
Where-
left off at you're telling me about how your friend on the cruise ship um, got quite drunk because he was 19 and the drinking age is 18 in international waters.
right. Yeah, he didn't know his limit. That's why I was telling the story. And he almost up by like a 50-year-old.
He almost got what?
Almost got picked up by a 50-year-old.
Oh.
And him for like an hour from like 1 a.m. to like 2 a.m. And we were like, me and my buddy, I think it was Omar, need to just sit down, eat some stuff, get some water. And he didn't know what was going on. It was bad. It was really bad.
Hmm.
Um,
What do you think you could have done to help avoid that problem from happening?
not drink as much. It's the easy thing to say, but cruise ships and stuff, they'll just keep serving you more and more and more because they don't care. You don't have to drive anywhere.
That is true,
Huh?
yeah.
Well, it's still not good. You should never serve. Well, not he's not technically a minor on a cruise ship, but is a minor in the U.S.
Mm-hmm. So
Like to be
do you think the cruise ships should go by a country's ruling? Like if it's an American cruise line, like came from America, it should go under the sorry,
that's
under the American rules.
that's hard to say because technically we're not in that country anymore, and just like you go into another state, you have to go by their laws. Just like when you go into another country, you have to go by their laws.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think so. It's just when you teach teens moderation and discipline with
I think
substances.
I don't know anything about him, but maybe if he knew his limits before, he wouldn't have drank as much or gotten so drunk that he just doesn't know what's happening.
But what effect do these substances that have on one's health? Like, how do they?
Well, it depends on the substance too. Like, if you drinking is a depressant, so it could make you more depressed. But like cocaine, on the other hand, is like an upper, I think. So then it makes you excited and stuff like that, and makes you lose weight, I think, because it prevents you from eating.
Yes.
We need
Um.
where's Nick when we need him?
Let's get on this chat.
No, I don't have him on Discord now.
I could just keep doing me and you.
Yeah, we're almost done.
Okay. So where were we? What do these? Okay. It's with mental health.
I don't have the questions anymore because I closed Twitch.
I'll send them to you. Just asked was what do these substances have effect? Like what effect do these substances? Jesus Christ! What effect do these Holy shit! What effect do, does alcohol and drugs have on one's health
That didn't we just answer that
when
question?
used?
Did
I don't know. Okay, let's move on to the next one then.
okay.
Seconds pass by, so you know when to cut it out.
Yeah.
On to the next question. How do these substances affect those close to an addict? Experience anything like that? Because I have plenty of stories, but I really haven't heard many of yours.
Um, it's just like my parents in particular were never like they were very concerned about drugs throughout me growing up, but like, cause like they would like, how can I say this? Like they know like they've had friends and stuff in the past that have gone down some bad paths with drugs, and they don't want their kids to turn out like that. And I think because of that,
Yep.
they've learned better and now taught us like that drugs will really mess you up and you should not do it. And then like drinking on the other hand, like they're always like they're not alcoholics, but like they go out to eat, they always have a drink. They go out to like a party, they have a drink. It's what you do when you're a parent. Um,
Also drinkers, yeah.
yeah. Um, so like whenever we would go to a restaurant and stuff, they'd always be concerned on whether or not um, like, oh, are you okay to drive, or do you want me to drive? How many beers did you have? And they're really concerned about like drunk driving and like getting in trouble with the law. So yeah.
Mom has like a phobia of like drug addiction and stuff, dude. My brother and my sister, not my older sister Sarah, but I can remember when I had a fused tooth, and when I had surgery on it, my mom was like, no pain meds, no opioids, nothing but Advil, or not really, but um, and stuff like that. He grandmother for a while, about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and from her he'd do all this kind of stuff just to get his fix. You know what I mean? To get
Hmm.
his.
Like the things
uh,
people do to get drugs is just incredible. Like they would not
it's
like as in a good way, obviously, but like they would sell like everything
yeah,
they have just to get another fix, and yeah, it's
and
awful.
the previous question we actually asked. I feel like one thing with kids is they experience it once and then they're like, "Holy crap, better than this!" So then they chase the high. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, to experiment with other things and other things, and then sooner or later they're addicted, and they don't know how they got there, and they don't know that they're addicted, but they are.
Yeah, like it starts with weed, which is for a lot of people the gateway drug, and then after weed's just not doing it for them anymore, they need a new way to get high. So that's when
Weed
they,
is controversial.
yeah,
I feel like that one's rough because it said it has been, and then it hasn't been, and then it has been again, and then it hasn't been again. It's that one's rough. But any like cocaine is most definitely,
yeah, heroin, everything,
definitely, yeah,
mushrooms.
yeah, definitely. Um, bro. Oh, okay.
Well, if you don't have much more to add to this podcast, do you want to end it pretty soon, or do you have any last words to
How
say?
much?
All right. Thank you all for listening to the podcast. Unless you have some final thoughts to add, Matt? Is there anything you'd like to say?
Mm. If you know anyone that wants to get help, numbers you can call, places you can go, people will listen and will want to help you. It's really it, Tyler. If you got anything, it's all you.
I mean, yeah, getting help, you really need to, don't be afraid to put yourself out there and ask for help. Like, a lot of people are scared, and they know it's hard, but trust me, it's well worth it once you can get through it. That's all I would like to say. Alright, well, thanks for listening. Bye.